We're 4 weeks out from the fiscal deadline, and as of this weekend, the negotiations had already seemed to stall out. President Obama came forward with an ambitious first proposal. It's $1.6 trillion in new tax revenue from wealthy households, some pretty significant cuts, as well as some pretty significant stimulus measures. And the congressional Republicans basically laughed at his negotiators.
I would say we're nowhere, period. We're nowhere. We've put a serious offer on the table by putting revenues up there to try to get this question resolved. But the White House has responded with virtually nothing.
And it looks like today, though, that stalemate might have already broken a little bit. John Boehner, the leader of the House Republicans, is out with some kind of counteroffer. For its part, the White House has continued its campaign of going to the public to make the case for retaining the Bush tax cuts for 98% of households, but allowing them to expire for the top 2%. President Obama was answering questions on Twitter. And so the House Republicans are the people to watch this week. There's some talk about perhaps they might pass the tax cuts for the middle class, but that's one thing to look for, as well as any other defections. We've seen a couple Republicans come out with their own proposals that have not gone along with exactly what John Boehner has said. So any fractiousness among Republicans is going to be something to keep an eye on. And the backdrop to all of this is, of course, the economy. If Congress doesn't get its act together to do something by the end of December, it could go back into a recession. That's how big the tax hikes and the spending cuts are. We're expected to get a jobs report on Friday, and if it came in unexpectedly strong or unexpectedly weak, that could change the negotiations. We'll just have to wait and see.